Hello everyone and welcome back to Kingdom Hearts Final Mix on the Sony PlayStation 3. I am One Wild Sheep yet again, and now we need to block Tigger. We need to beat him to each of these patches by here in order to stop him from landing on the carrots and, well, just to stop him. Now basically Tigger by here is a bit of a nightmare to do because this minigame is a little tricky. Like, for some reason, it just sometimes just doesn't work. Like, but there, it just doesn't work. But what you're meant to do is, whenever you see Tigger bounce, you're meant to push the triangle button to rush towards wherever he is. I recommend standing around the middlemost area of this entire patch of carrots in order to stop him. Now, whenever he jumps on a carrot twice, the carrot is stuck into the ground, and, well, good times are had. Now, obviously, there's plenty of time to get through this, so it's more of a mini game to try and get a higher score of how many times you can stop Tigger bouncing. I think I get a grand total of 5. I'm not very good at this, I'm gonna admit it. No, a bit more than 5, 6, okay. Seriously though, I'm really not good at this mini game. It's kind of iffy. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, nice change of pace I suppose. Carrot save 10. You get a score multiplier as well for every carrot that you save, which is good.
How about those bounce-a-roonies? Well, they were good even for a Tigger.
No worries, rabbit. I just get those carrots in the house before Tigger comes back, because you just know he's going to have another shot. He's going to try again and see things he's going to try. Oh well. I don't remember this section. Alright, we just need to push Winnie the Pooh out. That's right, because of the carrot juice. The carrot juice makes him slippery. For some reason, they don't have butter in this world, so it's quite weird.
Oh, bother. Oh, where am I? It's ever so dark in here. Well, it isn't so bad, I suppose. There is plenty of honey.
That's the way, Pooh. Always look at the silver lining. Seriously, when you knock him out and he sort of launches into the air, I just think of, oh, what's it called? The thingy. What the, that thingy. I just think of, Earthworm Jim, the game. There we go. That took a lot longer to come out than I wanted it to. For the Mega Drive, where you can launch a cow and it just says "cow launched" on the screen, just like Pooh Bear launched. Hey, it's Optimus Prime. Which basically Eeyore, because Eeyore is actually voiced by the same guy that voices Optimus Prime, which is pretty amazing. Or at least I think he is. I'm pretty certain he is. Like, I've heard before that some fan went up to him before in like a convention and asked him to say all the bots roll out in the Eeyore voice, so all the bots roll out. It's amazing. So you can probably guess that Eeyore's minigame by here has something involving his tail, because Eeyore always losing his tail, that mischievous donkey. Is he a donkey? I think he's a donkey. I'm actually not entirely sure. I'm pretty sure all these characters in Winnie the Pooh are based off like stuffed animal versions of real animals, like. So there's that. Oh, well, let's have a chat to Rabbit here, and thanks for having carrots. Now that series of twigs you just saw over there, that was actually Eeyore's house. If you ever watched the old Winnie the Pooh cartoon, and if you haven't, where's your childhood? Go watch it now. Ignore my video. Go and watch that cartoon right now. Why? Because it is. You don't have a childhood unless you don't watch Winnie the Pooh. You watch Winnie the Pooh, you have a childhood. So there you go. Get your childhood and watch it. That's all I got to say about that. Of course, like I said, Eeyore's lost his tail, so what have we got to do about that? Well, we actually need to find it. And how do we find it? Well, of course, from a mini-game, of course. Typical. So yeah, Owl here hasn't got very good eyesight, so he can't literally just fly up and look in the sky for Eeyore's tail. So what we need to do is we need to actually lure good old Pooh Bear here, all the way over to that swing that you see in the distance. Doing so, well, you'll be able to... Well, you'll be able to use the swing, and hopefully Winnie the Pooh's eyesight is good enough so he'll be able to see exactly where the tail is. Now, the thing about Winnie the Pooh back here is he will follow you when you lock onto him. You need to lock onto him for him to follow you, and the problem is, if you get too far away from him, he'll stop following you. As you're walking along this pathway, he's gonna go and randomly go across to random honeypots that are just littered around, which makes him a nightmare. No, Pooh, leave the honey alone. Oh, this is just padding. I normally don't mind too much, a lot of content in a lot of these games, like, I don't know, things that make the game last longer, I don't mind. But when it's stuff like this, which is just boring and tedious, it's just padding. Let's face it, this is here purely to make the game have a longer time. Then again, this entire world is pretty much optional unless you go in for the secret ending, so... Honestly, you can actually go through this entire game without ever seeing the Winnie the Pooh world. Most playthroughs, I prefer to not go to the Winnie the Pooh world, but there we go. Alright, Pooh Bear, get on the swing. It's time to go for the ride. I don't know why the electric guitar noise then. Oh well. But yeah, basically this minigame consists of pushing the R1 button at the correct time. I'm dead serious, that's all this minigame is. You push one button at the right time. And if you want, you don't need to manually time it yourself either, because when you push the R1 button, you'll push Pooh. And then, as time goes on, Owl will pop up and he'll make like a sort of flappy... Basically he'll spread his wings out. When he spreads his wings out, you will be owling, because you'll need to push Winnie the Pooh at that precise moment. Basically, he stretches his arms, Owl does, and that's when you push the button and Pooh will go higher, higher, and higher. If you do it perfectly every single time, which, let's be fair, it's kind of difficult not to do perfectly, then you're going to, well, destroy Eeyore's house. Well, at least we found the tail, so silver lining for everything, I guess. If you don't get it perfectly, Winnie the Pooh will sometimes just fly into different areas. Like, he'll fly in the woods in the background if you do it wrong because you're doing it with too much power. Or he'll end up flying into the, like, the riverside. I probably should have shown that off, but it's too late now. It's all recorded, and I really don't want to bother with that minigame again. Kind of boring. I'm not gonna lie. Like, the Winnie the Pooh worlds in the Kingdom Hearts games are every single time hands down my least favorite world. Actually, I can't remember the one in Kingdom Hearts 2 is like. I remember that having some fun mini games if I remember correctly. And I believe in RE Chain of Memories they basically got the sequences from traveling the worlds in Kingdom Hearts 3D from that. So, I don't know. Oh well, hope you guys like platforming, because this, ladies and gentlemen, is a platforming area! Yay! Fantastic! But yeah, now that I think about it, this is probably one of the longest parts of the LP, just because the Winnie the Pooh world is a bit... it's long. I'm actually surprised how long it takes to get through everything in one go, so... maybe I should have just gotten all the pages as I was playing through the game and then did the world as time progressed, so it seems a bit... it doesn't seem like so much minigames up front, but I don't know. Like, I assume this world isn't too bad whenever you're collecting the pages and coming back to the world after collecting the page, because then it's like a little break from the main game, isn't it? You go back and there's a minigame. Cool, cool! That's probably how they intended you to do it. Anyway, let's talk to Tig over here. Watch Tigger's bouncing pattern and follow his lead. There's not much voice acting in this world either, now that I think about it. There's very little, like, cinematics. Kind of saddening, but, let's face it, there's not really much they can really say to each other than, watch me bounce and follow my exact same pattern. So yeah, by that, I mean, well, by that, as you can probably guess, just talk to Tigger, he'll jump, And you just basically need to go the same direction as he's jumping. So basically, Simon Says with platforming. Legitimately, that's all it is. Just go the same pattern he goes. And that's annoying because I am awful at Simon Says because I tend to forget. Well, not Simon Says. You know, missions like this I'm awful at. I tend to forget simple patterns very quickly. Like Banjo-Kazooie, for example. There's one part of Banjo-Kazooie where you have to listen to a turtle who plays a little orchestra and you need to repeat the orchestra back to him. I can't do that. It takes me so many attempts, even though it's easy as all hell. It just... Ugh. But that's something for my Banjo-Kazooie LP sometime in the future. By sometime in the future, I mean as soon as I get new cables for that damn console. Ah... Alright, time to bounce up here. Now, this is the trickiest section of the game on the PS2 version. It's not so difficult on the PS3 version, but on the PS2 version, because you have very limited control of your camera. Yeah, trying to make that jump, it's a nightmare. I've tried so many times on the PS2 version, and I'm just like, no! Make the goddamn jump correctly! Why? But on this version, you can just simply look down and be like, oh, the platform's for there. I'm going to walk off. There we go, land on the platform. Anyway, another minigame. There's a couple of minigames in this actual world. Now, by here, what you're going to want to do is Tigger's going to throw all these nuts at you. And this can drive you a bit nuts if you... This one's padding as well, actually, now that I think about it. But yeah, this minigame can drive you nuts because it takes some time. Basically, like I said, he throws nuts at you, you boop the nuts back of the pot, and there is a score multiplier, so the more nuts you pop back at him in a succession, the higher your score goes, so don't worry too much about that. And if you fall off the platform, I believe you're done. If you fall off the platform, mission failed, so good luck. But there we go, that's all there is to that, and if you go in here, time for a fantastic AP up. I love the AP up. See, if you give these items like AP up though, I think I've said this previously in a playthrough, don't give them to Donald or Goofy, it's a waste. Keep them for Sora. All for Sora. Oh, it's like Starbomb released their new album the other day now, and one of the songs is actually about Metal Gear, and it was about the simple plot of Metal Gear, and he sort of teased at the end, like, hi, I'm Sora from Kingdom Hearts. Because the plot of Kingdom Hearts after this first game. Now, this first game is a very simple plot. It's literally... Boy with key saves the world. That's all it is. But... in the second game onwards, things get convoluted. I personally don't have any problem understanding the story, but I know I'm in the minority with that, so... yeah, there's going to be some fun LPs, I'm going to say that much. Anyway, if you use the seesaw again, you can actually select between Tigger and Roo to bounce you, and depending on who bounces you, you're actually going to go in a different location. So yeah, you can use as a couple of items, and I believe we're pretty much done now with this section of the world. So yeah. Oh, what did we get for jumping in that tree? Shield 2. The shield gummies are something I don't think I ever actually show off, and what do they do? Well, they give you a shield for your gummy ship. It's in the name. At least I think they do. I don't know, this is Kingdom Hearts. They could call it shield gummy, and they could give you like a megaton laser, so... I don't know. Anyway, we do get quite a decent reward for completing all this, and we're actually heading to the final minigame of the Winnie the Pooh world, folks. Thank you very much. Thank you, God. I am happy. But yeah, we do get a decent reward for doing all this. I'll talk more about that reward when we get past this last area. Alright, Pooh Bear, what are you doing? You seem awfully lost. Oh, there's no voice acting again. What a surprise. Seriously, it's so tranquil with the music. I love the Winnie the Pooh theme song. It's just so calming, it's relaxing. Kind of fitting. Anyway, this entire section by here is literally hide and seek. Now you need to go to very specific areas and do very specific things to unlock Pooh's friends. Find Pooh's friends and send them back to this here bramble patch that you see. The first of the Poop Friends is actually in the bramble patch itself. Hey Eeyore, what's up? Oh, nothing much. Just chilling. Hello. I love that depressed donkey. See it build my house again. He's so pessimistic. I love him. I don't know. He's so lovable. You just want to give Eeyore a great big hug. To be fair, you want to give most of these characters a great big hug. It's just the way it goes. Except Piglet. You'll be scared to break Piglet. But anyway, you can use Winnie the Pooh to your advantage as well by locking onto him, and you need him to get some of these characters. For example, Rabbit, which is, well, actually I don't know, I can't remember exactly how to do this, but the playthrough will probably show you. So, for the first character by here, you need to wait for Rabbit to come out of his hidey hole and talk to him. When Rabbit comes out of the hidey hole, talk to him, and there you go, Rabbit's found. Jump on this well by here, and you'll get sent up here. When you get sent up here, well, needless to say, you can get hold of the likes of Tigger. And if you want Pooh to go up there, right after I talk to Rabbit, hey Rabbit, alright, we're gonna go back to the brambles, will you please? Yeah, thank you very much. Brambles, my one weakness. And every time you collect one of these Pooh Bear buddies, they will actually give you hints on where to find the next guy, so it works. I'm trying to remember now how you get Pooh Bear up here. I think you just lock onto him and he just finds a way up, I'm not actually sure. No matter. Anyway, inside this log as well, if you can talk to Tigger. Talking to Tigger is quite awkward because he sort of bounces around, so you need to sort of strategically place yourself and mash the triangle button until he stops. I believe there's a character in the log itself. Oh no, there's no character in the log. What am I talking about? There's a spider web, there's a cobweb inside that giant log that Tigger is bouncing on. If you burn the cobweb, it'll allow Pooh Bear to, well, progress through the log itself. So yeah, there you are. Pooh Bear, go by here, and he'll grab onto these, which will basically lob him to the next platform. This mini game takes its time. It's But this is, like I said, folks, this is the end of Winnie the Pooh. This is the last mini game I'm gonna do, and that's the end of Pooh Bear until Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories, I suppose. I still don't know what version of Chain of Memories I'm going to LP when I do get around to that, because Chain of Memories original on the Game Boy Advance is the one I played and grew up with, because up until the HD remakes, I've never played RE Chain of Memories, and I still haven't played RE Chain of Memories fully, so it'll be interesting. But anyway, shoot that giant spider web. Shoot the giant honey pot, which will, I don't know what that does actually. Either way, it'll do something, and you can actually burn the cobwebs away to that Pooh through this fantastic log. You gotta keep a log of everything you're doing here. Now, Owl is actually the most annoying of the characters, I have to say, to get hold of, because Owl keeps flying around. There he is there, that little bastard. He sort of flies around and disappears for like entire minutes at a time, from what I remember, so he can be a bit of a nuisance. But hey, Piglet's up here, and Piglet is the reason why you need Winnie the Pooh, because Piglet will not come out unless he sees good old Pooh Bear here to get him out. So go on, get your goddamn friend, scared friend. I'm coming for you, Owl. Just you wait. I sound so evil when I'm doing. Just you wait. You're on my list, Owl. Oh, you gotta be owling, man. You're gonna be well owling. But anyway, after talking to Piglet, Piglet's gonna appear at the bottom section where the well is. So just jump down and talk to Piglet, and Bob is your uncle. It's a pretty nice scenery here as well. There you are. I think, actually, I didn't have too much issue with Owl now I think about it, so yeah, maybe I was just blind when I was younger and I played this game even when I played this LP when I was younger. Yes, go me. Alright, for Rube here, you just want to whack him off the platform, I believe, so just whack the platform, eventually he'll come down, and just talk to him, and there we go. I forgot to watch where I was bouncing. Now that's why you need to look where you're going. In all forms of life, if you're crossing the road, you need to know if there's a car coming. If you're jumping on a tree, you need to know that you're landing on a tree branch. What am I doing? Piglet is down there. Past me. Get your act together and pop on down and talk to the favourite Piglet. Now, you don't need Winnie the Pooh whenever Piglet's actually out by here. I think I'm just being a moron when I'm just sort of playing this. So, come on, talk to Piglet. Talk to Piglet. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, and there we go. The minigame is cleared. Yay. Oh, thank you, God. 5 minutes of literally rambling. But there we go, we got a new item, which is an experience ring. What's this do? I don't know, I don't actually remember the experience ring. I was thinking about a new item. And no matter, cutscene!
I'm so glad we're all together again. I didn't know what to do when I was all alone.
Oh, Piglet, you gotta be brave.
You weren't lonely at all?
Lonely? Are you kidding? I'm a Tigger. The most wonderful thing about Tiggers is I'm the only one. But I do admit, friends are awfully fun too. Think, think, think.
Hey, Pooh. What are you thinking about now?
Oh, well, I'm just thinking about what to think about.
Well, I'm off.
Sora, where are you going?
I'm gonna go look for my friends. They're waiting for me.
Bounce on back again.
I hope you find your friends.
Sora, don't forget, we shall always be here. If you'd like to visit again, that is.
And there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Winnie the Pooh world is done and dusted. Thank you, God. Now, in closing, I don't mind this world. I really don't. When I'm not doing it all at once. But when you do this world all at once, it just becomes a tedious chore. So, my advice to you is do this world as you're playing through the game. And there we go. Fantastic. So what does that leave left in the game? Well, now we got a new summon, I believe. And also a trophy. Yay, trophy! So yeah, I literally think that's it. We got a new summon, so I'm gonna show that off anyway, which is gonna be Bambi. But yeah, that's it for the game now. We're done. We've done everything. All we got left to do is the final boss. And well, the final boss and the bonus video that I don't think I'll be doing anytime soon. But this, you know, I'll do the bonus video before I tackle the next Kingdom Hearts game. And for collecting all of the summons, Donald gets a brand new equipment, the Lord Fortune, which is one of his more powerful things, but not as powerful as the weapons we currently got for him right now, so there's that. So we might as well equip and improve some of these characters a little bit, and let's try out our final summon. Which is actually quite an interesting one, because when you summon this next one, Bambi, his special ability is just glorious. Your MP, for example. Your MP goes down quite quickly if you play my similar playstyle, shooting fireballs at everything you see. But basically, Bambi eliminates the issue of that, so... Awaken, from your slumber. There we go. I was never a big fan of the Disney movie Bambi, I'm not gonna lie. Quite strange. Like, I like most Disney movies, but Bambi as a whole I'm not too big fan of. But there we go. Yeah, Bambi's gonna shoot energy balls at you. And as you kill enemies and as you shoot things, Bambi's gonna get a bigger charge. And a bigger charge means Bambi gets more powerful MP balls, which means more MP. So if you use MP, you'll gain more MP in order to use more MP. Try and say that 10 times fast. Anyway, it's time to head on back to the final world, because I think it's time now. It's time to get this over and done with, get this LP done. This LP's been going on for over a year, my god. Then again, I did have a multiple month hiatus when I was recording this, so... Don't ask why I had a multiple month hiatus, because there's reasons. Well, I say there's reasons, it's mainly because I had a lot going on at the time. But hey, time to head to the final rest, and there we go folks, that is the end of this part. So thank you all for watching, hope you all enjoyed, don't be sheepish people. And when we return next time, we'll start off the finale of Kingdom Hearts Final Mix on the PlayStation 3. Hope you're all prepared to see the beginning of the end. So thanks for watching, I'll see yous after. Bye!